What's up YouTube, I'm just another guy and welcome back to my Rise to Fame. So today, the 15th of November 2024, we aim to win our 5th trophy on the international stage and our 4th with Brazil. Got quite a few fixtures to go through, obviously. Last time I saw you was at the start of the season when we had the double live comp for the Community Shield and European Super Cup. So, let's get into the fixtures, and there's only one rule place I'm going to start is Chelsea, because obviously this is going to be a Brazil heavy video. So I'll start off with Chelsea and we'll bang through these as quick as we can. So it's been a very long time since I've been on this save, so apologies, I can't go into too much detail with the results, but obviously you can see some amazing results in this list. First of all, after the victory against Man U and the victory against Real Betis, we ended up playing Manchester United first in the league. And we actually won 2-0, so again, Danny Murphy, despite it being his first full season at the club, and you know, I put a lot of pressure on him, really, and I gave him a stage to show what he could do, and if obviously he didn't take it, then his chance at his career at Chelsea probably would have been over. But again, he stepped up in this match just like he did against Real Betis, and he scored. And Corley Kearns as well. So two players who have come through our youth system performing really well in this match. Eden Hazard, of all people in that attacking midfield role, actually didn't perform very well. We also had Simon Tibbling playing in this game as well. So yeah, a really nice performance and a really important 2-0 victory over Manchester United. And it meant so far in this season, we're 2 for 2 against them. And you know, we're probably going to play them a little bit in the future as well. So, good victory. And also we had Azpilicueta returning to play against us in this game. And he didn't have a particularly great match. That's always nice to see. Obviously, he wanted to leave because he was, he said he was homesick. So the fact that he returned here is quite annoying, and especially Manchester United as well. But hey, whatever. Afterwards, we had one of the rare disappointing games on this so far in this season. We drew 3-3 to QPR. And as you can see on this right-hand side, the times the goals actually went in, we were 3-2 down at one point. So that was disappointing, especially when you consider the fact that we were 2-0 up. So to go 2-0 up to 3-2 down to end up having to get an equaliser in the 59th minute, and then we couldn't go on and get the winner, especially when Jean-Claude Cabot was already on 2 goals and Hazard was having a particularly good game, creating a lot of chances. I really thought that we were going to go on and win the match, but alas we couldn't, and QPR managed to hold out for a draw. But then again, they are, of course, a good team in this game. So, you know, I don't know really what I could expect. You know, I've always got to expect a tough game against QPR, especially away from home. So, beat Tottenham 4-1. Not really going to go too much into that. We beat West Brom 2-1. I just realised for some reason the goal scorers have not turned up on this list. That's a little bit annoying, but you know, you can see on the right anyway, I guess. So yeah, West Brom next, we beat them 2-1. Then we started our Champions League campaign. Now in this group, we had Real Betis, so obviously a team we beat in 4-0 earlier on, so that was really good for us. For me, it felt like we were going to breeze through the group. Obviously, when I mention a few other people in a second, we had Dynamo Moscow as well. So again, not exactly a difficult team. The Russian team are not going to threaten us too much. And we had Anderlecht as well. So really a very comfortable group for us. You know, no one really going to possess us too much problem. I believe Real Betis were the second seeded team, and obviously, like I said, we beat them 4-0 earlier on, so it was always going to be a nice, comfortable group from that point on. So yeah, also in this game as well, one thing I want to mention, we had Kenneth Brown scoring for us. So Kenneth Brown came on from the bench and actually scored in the 92nd minute, deep in injury time. I believe that was his first goal. It was, so you know, nice to get him on the scoreboard. Obviously, pretty expensive signing. I said at the time, obviously, that I felt I spent a little bit too much with him. I still do have that feeling in my gut, you know, that I spent a little bit too much on him. But it's nice to see him on the score sheet and nice to see him contributing from the bench as well, which is obviously his role, and maybe featuring a little later on in the season when the fixture list will become congested and we will have a lot of games. So yeah, Everton followed up next. Again, another disappointing draw this time. You know, still undefeated in the league though, up to this point. We drew 1-1 to them. We conceded. We did go 1-0 down, so the fact that we fought back and got to 1-1 was, I guess, the only positive I can take from this game. Jean-Claude Cabot had a pretty bad match in this one, a pretty poor occasion for him. So yeah, that was really disappointing. Next up, we played Wigan, who I can't remember what league Wigan are in, so I'm going to have a little look at that. I think, yeah, they are in our Premier League. Yeah, like I said, it's been a very long time since I've been in this game, so I'm not too sure. But yeah, we played Wigan, and they are in our league, but they're also not doing very well in our league. As you can see, when I clicked on them, they're 20th in the league table, and at this point in the season as well, I believe they were 20th. So I put out a slightly rotated team. We played a few people, gave a few people starts. Jim Mitchley, most notably, one of the youngsters, came and got an appearance in this game as well. Kenneth Brown came on and eventually scored the winner. Yet again, Jean-Claude Cabot having another bad game, but Kenneth Brown with a 68th minute winner. Again, nice to see him contribute from the bench. Then we got a 7-1 victory against Crystal Palace nothing more really to say apart from the fact we smashed them. Dynamo Moscow, pretty predictable finish again, 3-1 from us. Nice to see. Not keeping as many clean sheets, but hey, a win's a win. We then beat Middlesbrough 3-0. Again, Kenneth Brown scoring 2 goals. He actually started this game, I believe. Cab picked up an injury in the previous one, so Kenneth Brown playing pretty well when I started him. We then beat Newcastle 2-0. Again, Kenneth Brown scoring a goal for us, and Kearns getting another goal. We then lost our first and only game of the season so far against Anderlecht in the Champions League. So my prediction of we'd probably get 6 wins out of 6 in the Champions League didn't come through. But hey, you know, it was 2-1. I'm not too disappointed with that. I mean, I'm disappointed with it, but hey, you know, it's a Champions League. We've won 4 games out of the we've won 3 games out of the 4 we've played. We still, I believe, top the group. I believe I'm correct in saying that. Yeah, we still topped the group by 4 points as well. So yeah, it's you know, that defeat didn't mean anything really, especially when you consider the next time we played them and our last Champions League game of this update, we beat them 3-1. So hey, we got our revenge on them. We drew 0-0 to Stoke there. Nothing I can talk about. Obviously, it was a 0-0 game. Just couldn't get the breakthrough. We beat Wolves 2-1 in the Capital One Cup 4th round. Again, played a few different people, just gave a few people some chance. Robert Bellamy, Jim Mitchley, again, people just trying to get a few people appearances if I can, without rotating the team up too much, because obviously Wolves are a pretty decent team. So anyway, moving on. Wigan obviously beat them 1-0 in the Capital One Cup. This time though, a better result obviously, just a little bit better. 7-0. John Cabo with a hat-trick. Kearns with 2. Another brilliant result. Jim Mitchley also appeared in this game. Against Anderlecht next, we won 3-1. Obviously, like I said, we're getting our revenge on them. And then very, very recently, we played a very tricky game away from home against Manchester City in the league, and we beat them 3-1. Marcos Parker helped us get underway. He did score a brace in this match. In between, an own goal was scored from us, or conceded by City, I guess. So it was comfortable by the 40th minute mark, by the first half. It was done and dusted. We did concede a goal late on. Obviously, I'm not pleased with that. I would like to keep a clean sheet if at all possible. But hey, a 3-1 victory against title rivals, I'm going to take that every day of the week. So it's been a really good start to the league season. As you can see, we are undefeated. However, we are not currently top of the table. We've drawn 1 too many games. In fact, it's exactly 1 too many games in this first little section of the season. And it's led to us to currently be second, but like, we're only 1 point behind Man U. It's still very early. It's still, yeah, pretty much early days in the season. You know, I know, all right, we may be nearly halfway through the season, but it's only 1 point, and obviously that can change from game to game. Obviously, we've beaten Man U as well earlier on, so it's just our form against some of the smaller teams need to improve a little bit. We need to be picking up just more wins, you know. That's all I can really say, because we've not lost. It's just about making sure we can outscore the opposition, making sure that we pick up the 3 points. But I'm sure sooner or later we can overtake Man U, because right now we look like we can beat pretty much anyone. Although we do have a tricky game coming up just after this. You won't see it, but it will be against Fulham and also Arsenal in the league. So this is the team currently in 4th and 3rd. So I have some tricky games coming up, and I'm confident my team can perform and do well. Anyway, moving on to Brazil. So I spent a very long time on my and Chelsea there, but let's go to the Brazil quickly, because obviously we have the SuperClasico today. So last time I saw you here, we were just about to start the summer qualifiers, and as you can see, it's not been too great in our qualifying so far. So you already know about the Uruguay defeat, which was our first defeat. Well, yes, it was. Again, apologies, it's been a while. So yeah, it was our first defeat against Argentina earlier on in this calendar year. We lost 3-0 to them. We didn't perform. It was at home as well, which is very embarrassing. But yeah, we lost 3-0 to them. We didn't turn up on the day. We didn't really look like we were ever going to score, and it just looked like every time Argentina went forward, they were. So an annoying defeat and a massive blow. Obviously, we want to try and top this qualifier, not because it gives us really anything, but just, hey, I want to have that bragging rights that we topped the qualifiers. After that, we beat Bolivia 3-1. Again, you would expect that. We beat Colombia 1-0 as well. After that, and our next international group up or get together, and then and then after that, and our most recent performance, or our most recent Brazil game, we lost 4-2 to Chile. Again, another game where defensively we were all over the place. We were not good, and despite the fact we had 34 shots and 16 on target, we could not outscore Chile. And when you concede 4, it's highly unlikely you're going to outscore your opposition. So the attack There were places to improve. Obviously, when you have that many shots and you're not scoring a lot of goals, maybe you can say we weren't taking our chances. But really, it was the defence, the midfield. They weren't doing their jobs defensively, and therefore it cost us a win. So currently, we've lost 3 games in the qualifiers. We still find ourselves second, though. We're only 4 points behind Argentina. We have pretty much secured our qualification. You know, I don't see it's in danger. How many games are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 games left. I'm pretty confident we can get the results that we need to get through. So we should have a World Cup come the end of this season. It is the end of this season, yeah? No, sorry, it's the end of next season, isn't it? It's 2026? Yes, 2026, my World Cup. Yeah. Whatever, I can't be asked to do the maths in my head. So let's get into this game against Argentina in the SuperClasico. So we are currently in, God knows where, the United Arab Emirates. I never know where these stadium names, obviously. So yeah, we will try and get some revenge on Argentina, and let's try and keep up a tradition, which I have so far, which is winning the SuperClasico every time we play. So the team for today, it is slightly changed, it's slightly different, and we've got a few new faces. I feel like going on the squad here. So Antonio Fernando is going to be starting. Actually, no, I prefer this screen. We'll go from striker to the goalkeeper, opposite what I normally do. So Antonio Fernando is starting up front for us today. Philip Coutinho, Piera, and Barbosa are making up the attacking midfield. We've got Luis Fernando as our centre midfielder. We have got Rodrigo as our defence midfielder. Carlos Diego Marquinhos, Carbonaro, and Luis make up our defence, and we've got Kiza in goal. As you can see, we've got a few newer faces in this team. I don't think you've ever seen me play with Kiza. I don't really know how to pronounce this guy's name. He's Dynamo Kiev's goalkeeper. Emerson Luis. I've played him. No, I've never played him before. So yeah, we've got a few new faces in this team. Obviously, I was not happy with the 4-2 defeat to Chile, and a few people got reassessed and rejudged and reevaluated. But yeah, I'm still very confident we can get a victory in this game. And hopefully we can see a better performance from Carbonaro, who has not played too great for me in defence. He's pretty much on his last chance. So if he doesn't perform today, I wouldn't expect him to have a Brazil career with me in charge anymore. So let's go. Let's see if we can get the result we need. Let's see if we can get the victory and continue my obviously success with Brazil, winning in every single final I've been involved in with the club. So they anticipate a nervy game, and it will most likely go all the way to penalties. Obviously, I think that's pretty much every time I play Argentina, they say we'll cancel each other out. Although more times than not, someone will find a winner. So they've gone out over 4-4-2. Wow. Again, I think they played the 4-4-2 against me last time. And I said it was kind of weird, considering obviously South Americans. I wouldn't necessarily think many of them would be playing 4-4-2, especially with quite a few of them have good attacking midfielders and stuff. They normally try and play between the lines. But anyway, here we go. Argentina versus Brazil. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can pick up a result. It's Barbosa with the ball to Antonio Fernando. Do we get a chance early on? It is Coutinho with the shot, and it is parried away. Unlucky, but a very aggressive start from us. And we're trying, obviously, to fashion a chance for ourselves again. Half chance wasted. A little bit annoyed about that. It would have been great to get a 4-minute lead against Argentina, obviously. So, very bright. I don't really like this pitch when it's this colour. Whenever I play, whenever you play in other countries, obviously, lighting and stuff sort of becomes different. And yeah, it seems very, very bright today, and I don't really like the bright green of the pitch. And Icardi misses a chance for Argentina, and it's a clear-cut opportunity, and it's only the second highlight of the game. Whew, we're lucky to avoid conceding there with some good blocking. Although Argentina are on the attack down that right-hand side, and they've rattled the crossbar. Carbonaro headers it away. And wow, wow, wow. Argentina now with 2 very good chances at the end of this first half, sorry, to get the lead. I think I need to assertively tell the lads I'm not happy with the performance out there. They need to know that they need to go out there and win. They need to go out there and play well. Of course, this isn't, this is in, obviously it's in the Middle East, so yeah, that's why it's all bright and stuff. I just saw the outside of the pitch and I was like, wait, all these sponsorships and stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, it's where we are in the world. Argentina again on the attack. We've not seen a highlight come our way. Wow, as we save one opportunity from a long shot. We managed to not give away a penalty with a challenge there. Will Antonio Fernando fashion a chance? No, we don't. So yeah, it's been all Argentina so far. We've definitely got to make a change. It's not been good for us. We're going to take Luis Fernando off. We are going to bring on Gaucho? I think maybe pronounced like that. We'll bring on Gaucho. And I'm going to take Antonio Fernando off. We're going to bring Iwandro on. And see what we can do with them on the attacking part of the pitch. Piero's someone that probably will come off as well. because we need to be taking more chances. I was just about to encourage the team in the team talk, but we'll wait for the end of this highlight and see what happens. And it's now Argentina with the goal. Some very, very poor goalkeeping. Assertively demand more. What poor keeping? Wow. I just can't seem to find a keeper right now that will perform well. I dropped Castillo thinking, all right, yeah, we'll bring through a young keeper for the World Cup, and I seem to find mistake after mistake from them. This is right at him, and he can't. He just spills it past himself. For fuck's sake, what are you doing? All right, let's make another change. We are going to make our last change of the game. I think it's the last change of the game. Pierre is going to come off. We are going to bring on. We're going to put Philip Coutinho out on in that centre. We're going to put Iwandro out on the left, and we're going to put Kennedy up front. Kennedy is the striker, right? Oh, we're going to go with Malcolm up front. I think we'll go with Kennedy up front. Last substitution of the game. Iwandro with a free kick. Iwandro with a goal. We get back in the game. Probably don't deserve an equaliser. But, hey, a free kick is a free kick. We're going to take it. We're going to stay on attacking as well because, face it, counter wasn't particularly working for us. I'm going to see if we can push Argentina into a mistake and give ourselves a chance for the winner. Emerson Luiz has not played well at right back on his debut. Obviously, I was asking a lot of him to come in and just slot straight into the starting lineup against Argentina. But if you're good enough at this level, you should be able to do it. I've had people do it in the past in this competition. I remember giving a lot of people their first caps in this competition. So, you know, against Argentina. So the fact that he's not done it is disappointing. And oh no, it's going to be one of them goals. Of course! Fucking hell. You could just see it from a mile away. Bang. Bang. Alright, I don't have any tall players, do I? How tall are you, Barbosa? Doesn't say. I don't think Kennedy or Iwandro are tall. You're 5'10", so clearly you're not going to be a target man. I want to play a target man. If I'm going to play three up front like that, I want ideally a target man. Kennedy is most likely going to be our target man. Iwandro, you're probably not 6 foot, although if you were, I'd love you. No, okay. So yeah, what we're going to do, Kennedy target man. We are going to have Trecotista because you said that was what you were pretty good at. We're going to have you play as a poacher. We are going to have you out there. I guess we'll put you out here. We'll actually put Gaucho out on the right-hand side because he's a little bit more competent out there. 2 inside forwards attack. Yes, I'm going all out for this. Inside forward attack. We are going to go route 1. We're going to pump the ball into the box. Much higher tempo. We are going to... Oh, sorry about that. We are going to... I guess we're going to have to go with that. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Pump the ball into box. And just finish off with you there. And really see if we can push this game. Really see if we can get a last minute winner. Because we need it. Because I don't want to lose. And if we can see the game, we can see the game. But I'd rather go out trying to score than just keep doing what we're doing and ended up just seeing the time tick past. As big ball forward, can't find Kennedy, but he does win the ball back. Can we go? Can we get a goal? We've got a lot of people forward. Barbosa with a shocking pass. Now Argentina can go on a counter-attack. No, they give away the ball. Emerson Luiz to Rodrigo. Come on, whip it in. Gaucho can't get it in. Will we get a goal? Oh, Barbosa with the chance. And Argentina's keeper equal to it. Will we get another chance though? Gaucho down this right hand side. Gives it to Barbosa. Who tries finding Kennedy and can't. Come on, we're told to whip the ball in. Why are you shooting from there? You are never going to score. Pump the ball into the box. I didn't see it. And we lose to Argentina. We've lost our first ever SuperClasico final. It was obviously... the chances were it was going to happen at one point. And... this year is the year. Obviously, it's really disappointing. I wanted to win everything I could this season, and for Chelsea, we were on for that. But I guess before Brazil, it wasn't going to happen. But either way, you know, we're just going to have to move on. We've got the team itself, the squad itself, has got a qualifier coming up against Ecuador, I believe. Yeah, Ecuador. So we're going to have to obviously go and win that. But for me, personally, it's about Chelsea this year now. It's all about pushing on, going and trying to win every single competition we can win. We've got the Club World Cup coming up very, very soon. Obviously, that's when I will next meet you back. Let's have a little look when it comes up. Club World Cup. When does that start? It starts, well, will be scheduled on the 20th of November, so it's scheduled in 5 days. It will actually start on the 11th. However, we enter in the semis, I believe, and I don't think that's until late December, is it? What am I doing? Schedule. So that is 18th, is it? Yeah, it's around 18th we actually enter. So I'll meet you back on the 18th of December, or around about that time. Well, hopefully we'll have, how many games will be played by then? Wow, quite a lot. So hopefully we'll know our destination in the Capital One Cup. I believe we should know who we've got in the knockout stages of the Champions League, as long as we get there, obviously. But yeah, you know, things are going really well for Chelsea. Not so much for Brazil. But hey, there's plenty of time to turn that around for Brazil and the build up to the World Cup in a season's time. And yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm rambling now. So either way, I'll meet you back next time. Until then, peace out.